Hello everyone and welcome to CXO Insights. I am joined today by TLM Distribution's Manish Keshwani. Welcome Manish and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. So just to kick us off, can you just tell us a little bit about TLM Distribution today, where it's positioned in the regional technology and channel ecosystem and how the business has evolved over the years?
TLM was founded by my father almost 30 years ago today, and we've evolved a lot since then. What we're known for today is our competency on growth. The brands we work with don't just work with us because we can move inventory. It's because what we've done is empower growth for the brands, for the portfolio, and most importantly for the partners we work with. It's not just within the UAE. Dubai is honestly the easy part. But across the last 5 years, we've seen this big shift where we've gone regional and we've gone in depth. We've not just operated or shipped products to the rest of the Middle East and Central Asia. We've opened offices, warehouses, put resources on the ground, put real capability on the ground, including pre-sales resources, helped partners win projects. And I think that's what really sets us apart from a lot of the other distributors that operate in the UAE.
And obviously, the big news from TLM today is the launch of the UniFi Live Lab.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us, what was the thinking behind it? What was the key driver behind the launch of it?
Sure. Yeah. Look, Ubiquiti is a brand that's synonymous with SMB networking, and you can find it at, a dozen partner showrooms within the UAE's IT ecosystem. But these aren't products that simply sell off a shelf. Well, a showroom is just shelves with pretty lighting. But as Ubiquiti evolves into the enterprise space, as these projects get a lot more complex and require interesting integrations, we wanted to create a space where our partners, our integrators and consultants could come in and feel free to make mistakes before they made a big deployment or a big commitment to an enterprise end user. We've had enterprise end users come in after having heard of Ubiquiti for a long time or having used it in their homes or offices. But what they're planning now is incredibly complex, and they need a safe space where they can experiment, make sure everything fits together seamlessly, whether it can be deployed quickly, whether the site planner works exactly as planned. So we're giving them a space where they can come in, see how everything interplays beautifully, use the platform, and make sure that they're 100% happy with how things are going to go before they deploy and roll out Ubiquiti for their network, for their access, for their camera, whatever specific integration they're looking for.
So thank you so much for sharing that. So, as people come into the lab and experience what you have to offer here, what do you want them to take away from that experience?
Yeah, I think beyond just networking, routing, switching, and wireless, which Ubiquiti is really well known for, Ubiquiti's integrations on access control, on camera security, and a lot of these SuperLink sensor and IoT integrations are super interesting. And what we'd like people to see is that not only are we able to offer all of these products, the remarkable thing is how all of it plays together on the same platform. One dashboard, no license fees. So rather than having 4 different vendors, give you 4 dashboards, 4 logins, and 4 chances of something breaking in the system, here's everything in one place, playing together beautifully, and the amount of time and effort that you're saving while getting a world-class experience, it's phenomenal. The gap between what Ubiquiti gives you, not just in an SMB space, but an enterprise space, is phenomenal. And we want partners to come in, experience it, and really understand how big the gap's going to be between their legacy system, whatever the big name is, versus what they could get with Ubiquiti.
Great, thank you so much. And then looking ahead, I know we're only at the early days of of the lab.
Yeah.
But bigger picture, where do you see it evolving?
Yeah. Look, we've had partners that have been working with Ubiquiti for a decade, and they're still surprised by the pace of change. The amount of products released by Ubiquiti, the amount of upgrades done on the platform itself, they're so fast. And we want this to become a hub where people connect, they meet. We pair this with our training and certification programs, so we're always able to keep people up to date. So beyond just a lab where you can come in and experiment, we want this to be a place where knowledge is freely shared, ideas are passed back and forth, and a lot of our key partners are able to contribute and give us their case studies, give us their ideas on how the product interacts. We also have the Ubiquiti team, frequenting in and out of this little lab, so we're hopeful that this becomes a community, not just a lab.
Great. Thank you so much for your time today,
Sure.
Manish.
Yeah, thank you.